What's up, you sweaty nerds and greasy degenerates? Topaz and Gonaifin's fine, juicy booties have officially released on the Asian servers and will go live on global tomorrow morning. So I thought it'd be a good idea to go over some already existing Topaz combos that we have in the game right now, in case you guys wanted to try them out for yourself. Okay, let's get into it. So Topaz has a talent where if you hit the enemy with proof of debt, with a follow-up attack, Nummy's actions will be advanced forward by 50%. But there's a fun little combo we can do that will end up causing Nummy's actions to get advanced forward 100% because you can double up on follow-up attacks and give Nummy basically an extra turn. So the way we can manipulate this, probably the most fun and most easy, is with Clara and March 7th. You put a March 7th shield on your Clara, and then if Clara gets hit by the enemy with proof of debt, Clara will counter that enemy attacking it with a follow-up attack, and March 7th will also attack that same enemy with proof of debt with a follow-up of her own, which would advance Nummy's actions forward 100%, essentially giving Nummy an extra turn. I talked about this in my build guide for Topaz as well as my team compositions guide for Topaz, and wouldn't you know it, as usual, people in the comments wanted to try to correct me on this and say that that's not how it's going to work, yada yada yada. Get farmed, simp. It turns out I was right yet again, and this combo literally works with 100% efficiency as long as the enemy that hits Clara has proof of debt on them. So when you're fighting against a boss, for example, this combo basically is guaranteed as long as they hit the enemy, as long as the enemy with proof of debt is the boss hitting Clara. Yes, there is a little bit of RNG involved with this if you're going up against a mob and turn 1 Topaz gives a random enemy proof of debt, but you can use Topaz skill to give the enemy proof of debt that you desire. So go out there, get your Topaz smacking skill on the enemy you so choose, and then that enemy will have proof of debt. And if you can put a March 7th on Clara, raising her taunt value, which she's a destruction character, so she already has a high taunt value, and then you can use Clara's ultimate, giving her an even higher taunt value, you can already guess that the enemy's basically gonna hit this Clara, giving Nummy at 100% actions forward advancement, essentially giving Nummy an extra turn. You can also combine Asta with this same combo. What you'll do with Asta as a support is you'll not only buff Topaz and Nummy by giving them more fire damage power because she boosts their fire damage by 18%, but her ultimate will also buff Topaz and Nummy separately because they have separate places in the action order with a plus 50% speed buff for 2 turns. You can actually manipulate Asta to have a 100% uptime with her ultimate, meaning your entire team, once Asta uses her first ultimate, will have basically extra turns guaranteed. If you have 134 speed or higher, you'll have 2 turns every other rotation. But if you have characters with at least 10 speed on them, with Asta's buff active, you'll actually have 160 speed with your entire team, giving them up to 3 times more actions advance forward. This is an incredibly powerful team synergy that I can't possibly stress enough. This is what I'm going to be trying on my alt account when I pull Topaz. I was able to confirm this information with the help of a friend on the Asian server. His name is Muyuya on YouTube. Go check their channel out. I'll put a link in the description and pinned comment below. So I was right about this yet again, and a lot of you guys were wrong about this, and I'm starting to notice a trend with that. Interesting. But yeah, if you guys want to take a look at that combo, I might be pulling Topaz tomorrow on my account that's on the NA server, so I may do a showcase follow-up video of that if I'm able to pull her on that account. So look forward to that if I'm able to do that. Wish me luck. So as you might imagine, March 7th has one of the greatest synergies with Topaz period, because you can make a March 7th really fast. Like you can have 134 speed or higher with a March 7th and go out there putting shields on literally your entire team, not only giving them a bunch of safety, but she'll guarantee follow-ups for your team, and she can get, I think it's 2 follow-ups off of every single turn. So she by herself might be able to advance Numi's actions forward, which is incredibly powerful. But you can also guarantee follow-ups with other characters such as Kafka, who can give you a guaranteed follow-up if you use a basic attack on the enemy with proof of debt, and then you'll get a guaranteed follow-up advancing Numi's actions forward 50%. Plus, Kafka has like the best cake in the entire game. Topaz has the current second best cake in the entire game, so you'll literally have the best cake in the entire game. We're talking about the most optimal cake team you could possibly create. Don't forget Blade has a follow-up attack too if you guys run Blade. Blade and Topaz are also very hot. That's a very hot and steamy and sexy team right there. You can also get follow-up attacks with Himiko. Himiko, you're also able to pay attention to when those follow-up attacks might go off, so you can sequence them correctly as well. It's not RNG based. You can actually take a look at what's going on, pay attention to when she's going to get the follow-up, when you break an enemy's weakness, and she will give you a follow-up attack, AoEing the entire team. So you get, it's an AoE. You get a guaranteed hit on that enemy with proof of debt. Very, very solid follow-up attack. And you can also get some follow-up attacks off of Yang Xing. He's not the greatest for the synergies with Topaz in my personal opinion, but some people are interested in trying that out. He's very RNG with his follow-up attacks, so honestly, I wouldn't really rely on him to get those done. You also have Herta, great follow-up synergy with Topaz and Numi as well. She's a follow-up queen after all. So a lot of really good characters can actually synergize with Topaz's follow-up attacks. You can also use Jing Yuan if you're paying attention to what's going on in the action order. You can also sync up some follow-up attack synergy for Topaz and Numi with Jing Yuan as well. So take a look at the characters you have on your team if you're going to be running Topaz. There's a lot of characters with follow-up attacks, so you can try to find some type of synergy there. And every single player in the entire game has March 7th. So you already have a guaranteed follow-up attack synergy with Topaz and Numi, because every player in the entire game has March, and even at E0 she has really great synergies with Topaz, arguably the best, because you have a safety net with her shield, and the shield will give taunt value to the characters you put a shield on, and they will basically be more attracted by the enemies, meaning that the enemy with proof of debt will more than likely be hitting a shielded character that you apply a shield to. Don't forget, you can apply a shield to literally your entire team with March. Don't say it's not possible. A lot of players do it, including myself. There's proof. You can do it. Don't say you can't. Just build it for speed. Put a shield on your whole team. It lasts for like 3 turns. Don't tell me you can't, okay? It's definitely a thing. Anyways, if you're pulling for Topaz, I wish you the best of luck. Good luck on your 50-50s, and I hope you pull her early. And if you found this video helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, please consider leaving a like and subscribe, because if you do, Topaz might let you touch her butt. Catch you later.